And welcome to the Sunday edition of the Charity First Handicapping Challenge. George O is on assignment today, so filling in for me, Gino Bacola from That's What G Said. What's happening, my friend?
And I'm always happy to fill in for George. And today I'm going to be helping Tom, because one thing that you and Bob are going to find out is when you fought the law won. Oh, yeah. That's what happens today. Tom, how are we doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm ready for the Bengals game, ready for some racing today. Let's go.
Awesome. Tom, you and I are going to have a great day today, too, because I got my Rammies gear.
Look at these guys.
So we're going to, I like what we've got rolling right now. Bob Fell doesn't look like he agrees, though. He's shaking his head a little bit.
I tell people, if your girlfriend or boyfriend jilted you and moved to St. Louis for a dozen years, came back to LA, do you welcome them back with open arms? No, never can root for the Rams ever again. Sorry.
Bob is someone that I know very well. Actually, my mom and Bob go way back, so I know my mom will always make sure to say, if you see Bob, please tell her hello. So hello to Bob from Carol, no doubt about it, Chappie. Sorry, I stole your hosting job right off the bat, Chappie. Sorry.
No, I love it.
So, I think my mom taught your mom, actually.
Yeah.
Tom, tell us. And I know you and Bob. Why don't you guys go back a long way? So give us the scoop, and people who don't know your guys' history together and through the horse racing years.
Sure, I can give it from my perspective at least. Bob and I first met back in 2001. I think we met in the backstretch of Belmont Park when Siphonic was getting ready to run in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. He had won the Breeders' Fraternity at Keeneland prior to that, and I didn't know Bob at all. We just kind of got to talking, and I think I wrote a story about Siphonic and Ammermans that day and followed the horse along, and he and I have been friends ever since. I got to know his brother Jude and, of course, his son Sean through the years. So we're going back 2 decades now. It's been good.
I told Chappie around 15 years, so it's actually 20 this year, huh? It's our anniversary.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Time flies when we're all getting old, doesn't it? And you know, Bob, obviously you have a long history with the Ammerman racing, and you've been buying horses forever. You know, you've had many a good one, but tell us a little bit about the journey with Hot Rod Charlie. That's the latest exciting. Oh, and I didn't even notice the hat. Yeah. I honestly didn't. So
representing. Yeah, my son and I will flip horses for a profit. It's a little side gig we have. We do it all. I tell people I do everything but train and jockey, and the jockey's fairly obvious why. But we do everything else. We buy, sell, pin hook, syndicate. So we found Hot Rod Charlie actually next month. It'll be a few years now, as a yearling, short yearling, and we bought him for $17,000 and flipped him 8 months later for $110,000, which we were high-fiving. We were pretty excited, but the new ownership has grossed about $4 million with his breeding rights and such. So they high 10 to get the high five, but it's been a fun run. They've included us in all the events and all the parties, and they've been very gracious to include us, and we're definitely part of the team.
Wait, now, Bob, does that mean the Dubai trip is next, or did you get excluded from that one?
No, I'm not excluded. It just I always said I wouldn't go unless I had a horse running, and I don't know. Sean said a lot of the parties and the galas and stuff are not happening with the pandemic. So, if I can't get on top of a camel and go for a ride, I kind of lost interest. What's the point? So I'm not going. I'll be watching from the comfort. Actually, a good friend in Lexington's offered his home up. He has an unbelievable man cave, and he offered it up. So I think we're going to take him up on it.
Cool. Nice.
Awesome.
Real quick before we get started, I want to ask all 4 of you guys, the big day, the Pegasus World Cup yesterday, a little anticlimactic, and we thought the big throwdown was coming. Anybody want to give their perspective on that race? It was kind of over into the first turn.
Yep.
Tom, what were your thoughts?
Not much more to add than that. You would have thought maybe the tactics would have been a little bit different. I mean, I thought Nick's go, didn't look all that alert. I didn't think in the post parade, just kind of a little dull to me, but he's not a horse that really knocks you out really. So, but then, as soon as they left there, watching Life is Good, just kind of go away from there pretty easy and make that easy lead. I thought, well, that's the only thing that's going to beat him now is if he can't really get the mile and 1/8. But I mean, the fractions weren't super fast, and he's obviously a class good horse. So it was going to be tough to beat him leaving the half mile pole.
Tom, the positive there was that Chappie's been really struggling lately connecting tickets. He actually hit the pick 4 yesterday. The only thing is it paid $23. So it wasn't like he was breaking the bank.
We had the pick 5 singling. Life was good. I think it paid $89 for a pick 5. Can you imagine? We bet 50 and got back 89. So I was joking with some of the guys in the tournament. I said, that horse ran like a Baffert horse. I think that horse never got rid of the Baffert training. Ever see a Pletcher horse open up that many lengths down the backstretch and win like that? Never.
No.
That's a Baffert move. So the training's still there. The ex-Baffert training, I think, is still in that horse.
Yeah. I mean, give one of those two an easy lead like that. We all thought none of them had ever been headed at the half-mile pole, and all of a sudden Life is Good as clear. Of course, he lugs out a little bit in the stretch, which is a normal thing, but it was long over by then. So, I just think everybody was rooting for the throwdown, and it just didn't quite happen. But
kind of like the Super Bowl. The playoff games are usually more exciting than the final game.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Probably last week will be. Yeah, last week's games will probably kill this week's games, I'm sure.
How can you ever top last week's games? I mean, that was you couldn't write a movie. If you did, they'd say it wasn't real. What happened last week? So.
Too much. Well, we had 4 games where there was a kick that went through the uprights with 0 seconds left to go, and one of them went to overtime. So, I mean, just a fantastic weekend. And we got 2 more games today on a really great Sunday. Today, there's Santa Anita's got a big day. And then my friends over at Sam Houston, they got a big day too. So if you're playing some races from Santa Anita and watching, like I'm sure we all will be, give them a look. They've got 6 stakes on the card, 2 graded stakes, and those really low takeout wagers too. So football and a ton of racing. What better Sunday?
I just got to ask Tom a quick question. I heard you retired yesterday. Is that true?
That I retired?
Yeah.
From what?
Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah.
Did you retire yesterday, Tom? I was aware in the street. ESPN sent me a notification.
I was just checking my bank account like his, and it was looking good,
Tom, where are you coming from now?
Today, I'm coming to you from Winooski, Vermont, which is just outside Burlington. I kind of split my time here at my girlfriend's house and in my home in Saratoga Springs, New York. So I can't escape the cold no matter where I go between those 2 places.
And then we never know where Feld is, but today Feld's in Vegas. Is that correct?
It's correct, and it is amazing life. People say I want to be you in my next lifetime, and I tell them I actually wouldn't mind being me again. I mean, I've been so blessed, and I went from San Diego to Kentucky to Florida for the auction. I went to Antigua. The Emmermans invited me to their home on Jumbie Bay for almost a week. Then I flew from there to Las Vegas, and I'm heading to Encinitas tomorrow, check on my cactus for a few days, and then back to Lexington to start looking at horses on Saturday for the next sale. So, I'm on the road a lot. People do follow me on different things, and it's where's Bob now? And I really enjoy it.
Wow. Well, I went for Pasadena. I went from Pasadena to Arcadian and maybe to Alhambra if I'm lucky in the evening or something.
I went from the couch to the fridge to the bathroom. So, I mean, even short.
I hear you. I'm very, very fortunate. But that's when you don't have a wife and your kids are in their 30s. That's the kind of lifestyle you can have.
Awesome. Well, man, we live vicariously through you, no doubt about it.
Exactly. All right. Well, listen, this is all about the Winners Foundation. We're trying to make money for charity. We basically have a $100 win bet, $100 exacta bet, $100 double bet, and the winner moves on to the next round. If you happen to win the whole thing, you get $1,000 cash. But the main thing is to make money for the Winners Foundation. So, Gino, I will let you and your man Tom start it off with your win bet.
Tom, I know you're going to do better than when I faced Bob Feld because I looked like one of the guys last night in the Royal Rumble after Bob was done with me when we went at it last year. But I have a lot more faith in you. Where do you want to head for our $100 win bet?
Well, I'm hoping I do better than I did in the NHC charity challenge yesterday. I think my colleague Sean Clancy finished third. I think I was like in 15th most of the way and ended up fading at the end to like 23rd. But I'm hoping for a little bit better performance here. I'm going to start off right off the rip, give my $100 win bet and race 1 on number 2, Mo Gold, who 6-5 on the line for Jeff Bondy, but Uncle Mo, horse ran really well in his debut, bet down to 4-1 that day, and just a ton of pedigree. Both on the dirt and the turf, stakes horses. This is obviously a 6.5 on the grass. probably a short price. I mean, not a very big field, but maybe the one Doug O'Neill's horse takes a little bit of money, but Mo Gold hopefully gets it done in his second start.
We'll know really early on if Tom's going to set the tone and pick up some money with Mo Gold. This horse should be in front, should improve second time out. So, Chappie, we're not looking for a big bomb right off the bat. We're just trying to get on the board right away.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Just putting some money on the board and making somebody chase you. And that horse, actually, if you watch the replay, broke a little slowly and then got caught by Phil D'Amato and Flavian Pratt on Shut Up Michael, who's actually running, I think, in the last race, in an allowance race today. So, all right, Feld, they're going chalk early. Let's go. What are we doing with our $100 win bet and why?
Everyone knows the saying, friends don't let friends bet chalk, but too late. My $100 win bet is a little bit of a price horse. It's not the favorite or even the second choice. I'm going to go with Lincoln Hawk in the 7th race. I think this distance hits him right between the eyes. He's never gone a mile and a quarter, but he thrived last time at a mile and 1/8. Baltus has him going very good right now. There's obviously a couple speed horses in the race to set it up for a closer. And on top of that, Juan Hernandez has ridden the horse 3 times, 2 wins, and got beat a neck flying on the other. So the horse and jockey combination is going to be very tough. And I think the distance is perfect for him. So I'm going. He was 8-1 in the morning line. I think there was a scratch, but he won't be favored. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I think if Say the Word and Friars Road are both in, then you're clearly going to get a decent price there. And
he'll be a good price. He won't be 6-5. I can tell you that.
And our man Gary Hartunian, who I was just talking to pre-show for Rockingham Ranch, has been winning in bunches lately. So let's hope you get a nice price on that Lincoln Hawk, improving, very impressive, like Santa Anita. Gino?
Yeah, we were going to put $100 into an exacta wager. So, Tom, which race are we going to look for a $100 exacta?
So I went sticking on the grass and sticking short. I went race 3, and I'm going $50 exacta box.
Okay.
Number 4, Escape Route, and number 5, Spirit Maker. Escape Route making first, colt by hard spun, first time on the grass for Mark Glatt. Horses run really, really well. I'm a little concerned about the second itis, but that's why it's a exacta box. Turf debut. So we'll have to see. Of course, he chased Flightline way back in Del Mar in September. And then Spirit Maker, kind of spotty form a little bit, but kind of got on track last time. Has had some troubled trips, in just a limited amount of time out on the West Coast. But, 6-1 for John Sadler. I thought that was a pretty good price for a Empire Maker. Hopefully gets a good trip and gets it done in here.
I'm glad you picked this race because actually, Chappie, I gave this horse out on your show, Spirit Maker, I think the last time when the horse ran 3rd. So
yes,
I'm with you. I've been keeping an eye on this horse for a while. Let's hope Spirit Maker. And you can get a nice little exacta there. Horse is 6-1 on the morning line. So we'll go to the 3rd race for our $50 exacta box.
And speaking of Flightline, I don't know if you guys heard that, but Flightline did work this morning here, and he's actually staying home, going to run on Big Cap Day, and then the ultimate goal after that is the Met Mile. But worked 47-4, 4 furlongs, nice and easy, back on the work tab. So good to see. Bob, where are we going with our exacta and why?
Well, the exacta, I'm going to go a box. I'm going to go a little chalky. I figured I need to get on the board today. I hate to be shut out, so I'm going the 2nd race. I'm going to exacta box the 1 and 2, Feeling Flush and All Dialed In. The switch to Mulehall on the rail horse can't hurt the horse. Obviously All Dialed In's a heavy favorite, probably shouldn't be worse than 2nd. So it's a very chalky exacta box, but I'm going to box the 1-2 in the 2nd race.
All right, so 1-2 box, and even though the one's coming off the layoff, some of those horses that have been switched from Michael Wilson over to Kristen Mulhall have had some success here in this meet. So we'll take it.
They're on blinkers also. So, yeah, that's my exacta box. Chalky, but 1-2.
Hey, chalk doesn't matter. We'll eat a little chalk. Like you said, it's important to get on the board in these contests, so we'll take what we can get. Gino?
Yep, there's not a lot of speed in there, too. That horse gets a good beginning from the inside with the blinkers. Looked like they try to get a little more speed in the most recent work, too. So I'd imagine they're going to try to get that horse out of the gate and place them nicely. So they'll be tough in there in race number 1, coming back off bench. Where do you want to go, Tom, for our double play? We're going to put $100 into a daily double.
Yeah, so I did a double starting in the 7th, going back to the 7th, which was Bob's race in the win spot. I went $50 doubles with the 3 Say the Word and the 5 Acclimate, who were probably 2 of the 3 favorites in the race, and then going to the 7th or the 8th race to the 1 Bull Choice, obviously the favorite going in there. So my tickets are a little bit chalky today, but the two in the San Marcos, very consistent, obviously run well at Santa Anita all the time. And then the 1, I think, is sort of similar to the horse that Bob liked there in the 2nd. Just I don't see the horse getting beat in there. A little bit of a coming off the layoff and kind of seems to have that second-itis, maybe throw out the Golden State Juvenile in there, but it looks pretty tough in that second leg of the double.
So a very important race for both sides, Chappie, is going to be that 7th race, as Bob will have the 2 Lincoln Hawk, Tom will have the 3 and the 5. So we'll be head up against each other in race number 7. That's a very big, important race for this contest.
So they just put Friars Road in the winner's circle. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, the only one we didn't mention, right? Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Bob, where we go with our double and why?
I'm going to the 3rd race for the double. I'm going to bet Escape Route over Dirt Flirt. So Sean has we have 2 plays that we play a lot, Sean and I. It's a Sean Feld play, and then there's a Bob Feld play. These are 2 little systems we developed separately, and the Sean Feld play is an escape route. When it comes to speed figures, Byers and Bristnet, which we use, the turf numbers are always higher than dirt numbers. For whatever reason, they don't equate. And so you can usually add about 5 points to the dirt number when a horse gets on the turf. And we've made a lot of money at this angle. They can go anywhere from 5 to 10 points. So Escape Route already has the best numbers on dirt. If he makes that forward 5-point move, I don't see how the horse loses, although he's not what you call a winner by nature. But I think he's a standout today. And then Dirt Flirt, switching to the Wong Barn, that's never a bad situation. And the irony of the horse's name is he's only run once in the dirt, he won. So he's back on dirt today. So I think he looks double tough too. I like this double quite a bit.
So he's kind of a dirt tease, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Dirt one off, but he's back.
All right, Gino, we got to do the.
You're going to go 9th race? I don't think
we
had the 9th.
I don't think we had the 9th. So if you guys want to take a look at the 9th for a second, we're going to go to the Wheel of Doom here.
What we're going to do is we're going to just have you guys pick one horse in the 9th race head up. That way, if we have a tie or if nobody has got on the board, whoever's horse out finishes the other will move along. So let's see if it's.
If I click on that link, will you lose me?
Yeah,
what's that?
First?
I got to click on the that link to handicap the race. Will you lose me? Will I be gone?
No.
As long as if you click on the next one, I think you'll be fine. As long as you just have a different tab up. Yeah.
So you get to go. You get to go first, Bob.
No, I don't, because I haven't looked at the 9th race.
Okay, so he's going to defer.
All right, Tom, you go ahead and go first. Then he's going to defer to you, and he's going to take the second half kickoff.
All right. So well, percentages say that he'll get one more possession than me, probably. So I mean,
because this is basically overtime. So he's
Yeah, this is hopefully I'm the only one that gets the ball. Like
right,
exactly.
Yeah. I'm taking the 3. Smuggler's Run. This is horse ran again going dirt to turf. Nice debut. Obviously won at very short price on New Year's Day. Switches to Baltus in here for the turf debut. Nothing else really jumped out at me. I mean, I think the 1 is probably the horse to beat. Comes off a second in the stake, but I'm going 3. Smuggler's Run.
Smuggler's Run for us, Chappie. Where are you and Bob going to go?
Did you get a chance to look there, Bob?
I did get a chance. Now I can't find. There I am. I'm going to go with Echo Smith. I believe it's a 3-horse, first time in the country. Had some decent former there again. Jonathan Wong. He's not really known for his Euros, but why not move up a Euro too? So I'll go with an 8-1 shot again. Tom's horse, obviously, then it's going to be a tough number to beat if he runs the same speed figure as he did last time. But we'll take a shot with Echo Smith.
Cool. So we're 2
All right.
versus 3 in the last race there with whoever wins, whoever will finish better. That'll be the tiebreaker if we need the tiebreaker. But I don't think we're going to.
No, we're not going to need that. These guys are too sharp for that.
So much at that point, it's not going to matter, right?
Yeah. And as Feld would say, you can't go wrong with Wong. He's used him a couple times. So,
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. Any last words, Tom? Obviously, you're rooting for the Bengals with the shirt on there.
I am.
Good luck.
I am. Yeah, I became a Bengals fan back in my days in Lexington, so I've continued it, even though I can hardly ever watch them on the regional TV up here. But it's been nice to watch them the last few weeks, for sure.
Joey Burrow, he walked in today. He's got this coat on, and he's got this necklace, man. He's dripping with swagger. Like, that guy is oozing confidence. You never have to worry about the moment being too big for him. If you're going to lose, I don't think that's why you lose.
Yeah,
that's right.
Feld, you're in Vegas. Are you firing on any games today?
Not today, no. I feel like I'm a decent person in life, but I'm a hater when it comes to sports. So, I love rooting against the Raiders. I love rooting against the Rams now. So the only reason I want the Rams to win today is so they get beat in the big one.
Just to make it worse.
Better, yeah. So
on their own field,
I think KC's getting good at the right time, and they're really the team to beat. They're just getting good now.
How about the crazy thing was, if the Rams would win and the Chiefs would win, that would mean 2 years in a row the Chiefs would play the Super Bowl at the other team's home field.
Yeah,
which had never happened before. Yeah,
and it's happened. That's so crazy that it would happen back-to-back years too. The 4 straight AFC championships for the Chiefs with Mahomes. That's pretty incredible.
Yep. So, well, let's just hope for good games. Let's hope you guys make some money for charity. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. One of you will move on. One of you will go bye-bye, and we'll get you on the next time. So, Tom, great meeting you. Good luck today, buddy. Feld, good seeing you again. Gino, appreciate you for filling in.
Have a good one, Bob. See you soon.
Thanks.